One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. It will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8-clap and UCLA ready to roll. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Umass Minutemen taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week. Umass will kick off and will be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the UCLA Bruins offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the comp.
Coming out aggressively. And he's got it inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30 plus. He'll pull it on the read. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Bruins in the hurry up. Scanning the field, it's Garbers. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Minutemen offense heads onto the field for the first time today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of them.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Pumachan. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Works the middle of the field.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This Umass offense is moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Umass will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Garbers. Trying to get to it. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On the move, it's Massey. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Minutemen! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. finds his man. It's Harden. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get some.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Oh, he left him grabbing. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Umass offense returns to the field. They torch this defense with an explosive passing. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Umass will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Gets away from one. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the quarterback takes a knee. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
And the Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. This Umass offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Now he's looking to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Umass mounting a threat from the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's John. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. They need 1 yard on 3rd down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Umass holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down leaves them in 2nd and manageable. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the hurry up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Dropping back, it's Garbers. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Umass offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Umass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To the air on first down. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flores. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Sturdivant. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They want to just keep throwing it. Looking for the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. To the air, it's Garbers. Coming after him. Powers through the defender. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field and just